Good morning students, this is the class for 7th standard science subject. In physics our first lesson is light. Okay, so our first lesson is light. First we are going to learn about the introduction of light. Okay, so when you are enter into a dark room, nothing is visible. Okay, so after you switch on the light means you can see the things or materials in the room. Okay, so with the help of the light we see the things or substance or materials in the world. Okay, so the light is a type of energy. Okay, so the light is defined as a one type of energy. Okay, next with the help of the light we see the things that we all around us. Okay, so in the wonderful world by using the light we can see the things that we are all around us. Okay, like tree, bus, okay, like that. The next the light can detect by the human eye. Okay, so the light concept or light phenomena that can be detected by the human eye. Okay, by using the human eye or eyes the light can be detected. Okay, so the next one is the light is very essential for the vision. Okay, so for the vision process which one is important means that essential means important. Okay, so for the vision process which one is important means the light. Okay, so the light is very essential or important for the vision process. Okay students, so the next topic is what means sources of light. Okay, so by the sources it can be produced the light. Okay, so the sources of light means the objects which are able to emit light that are called as the sources of light. Okay, so which are all the objects that emit light or produce light. Okay, that is called as sources of light. Okay, so the light rays can comes from the different sources. Okay, so the light rays comes from the not from one sources, it comes from the different sources. Okay, so the sources of light can be split up into two parts. Okay, so the first one is natural sources of light and the second one is artificial sources of light. Okay, so the sources of light can be split up into two parts. One is natural sources, another one is artificial sources. Okay, so first we have to learn briefly about the natural sources of light. Okay, so first what is mean by natural sources of light. Okay, so the source which emit light naturally, the source which emit light. Okay, so the source which emit light naturally that all comes under the natural sources of light. Okay, like the sun. Okay, so for example if we take the sun means, so the sun is the primary source and also the major sources of the natural source. Okay, so sun is the primary source and also the major source of natural sources of light. Okay, and also the stars also produce the light. Okay, like the sun, the stars also produces the light. Okay, so what are all the work that are done by the sun? Okay, that are done by the star also. Okay, then next one is moon. Okay, so the moon also provides or gives light, particularly in the night. Okay, so in the night the moon also provides the light. So some of the living organisms that have the ability to produce light. Okay, so some of the living organisms that have the ability. Okay, so the ability to produce the light. Okay, that is done by the some living organisms. Okay, so that concept or that phenomena is known as the bioluminescence. Okay, what is that? Bioluminescence. So bioluminescence means some living organism that produces the light. Okay, so the ability to produce the light, that is known as the bioluminescence. And also it's the effect of certain chemical reactions. Okay, so bioluminescence means some of the chemical reactions can be done. Okay, during in the microorganisms. Okay, so it's the effect of certain chemical reactions that are occurring in the organisms. Okay, so that is known as the bioluminescence. For example, fireflies, jellyfish, then glowworms, certain deep sea plants. Okay, some microorganisms. Okay, so these are comes under the category of natural sources of light. Okay, like sun, moon and star. Okay, so these are the natural sources of light. Then the second one is artificial sources of light. Okay, so in this case the light is produced by artificial manner. Okay, like human beings. Okay, so the light is produced by artificial, which is by human beings. Okay, which is done by human beings. That is known as the artificial sources of light, or otherwise man-made sources of light. Okay, so the artificial sources of light is otherwise known as man-made sources of light. Okay, because it can be done by the human beings. Okay, that's why this is called as man-made sources of light. For example, a flame of candle, the neon lamp and a sodium vapor lamp, or incandescent lamp. Okay, so these are all the comes under the category of artificial sources of light. Okay students, thank you.